Hey everyone, I'm hitchhiking from Joburg to Cape Town in electric vehicles for FormulaE Prix, so follow along in this multi-part series. So, we're on the second leg of the journey, and I'm heading to Colesburg, and I'm here with Dex. How you doing, man?
Doing great, thank you.
Please introduce yourself to the people, and please tell us what you do, man.
Okay, so my name is Dex Machida. For those of you who do not know me, I happen to work in the automotive sector for KPMG, and I guess the reason for me being on this trip is because of my interest in electric mobility and the fact that I also drive an electric vehicle as well.
Oh, and this electric vehicle here, we have the Mercedes-Benz EQA 250, and this is a particularly special one. Why is it though?
Because it's actually the very first one that's been sold to a consumer here in South Africa. I was lucky enough to get onto the list. And I was quite literally at the forefront of that list, meaning the moment this hit the road, it was the only EQA on South African roads for a while.
That is mad, absolutely mad. And how do you enjoy this car like so far, especially on this long trip that we're taking now?
I think the great thing about driving an EQA or a car like this is the fact that, unlike the smaller cars, it's got very good range. Meaning there's less range anxiety, which a lot of people talk about when it comes to electric vehicles. But also because of the fact that it's a luxury vehicle. The insides is comfortable, the trims are done nicely. It's just a very nice ride to do long distances with, which I think is one of the important factors, especially when you're trying to cover 1,400 kilometers down to Cape Town.
And the range on this is around about the 400 kilometer range, which is actually pretty good, I must add to that, and not pokey, I reckon.
Yeah, without a doubt. But again, for long distances, we do need to behave, not to be too peaky on the road, because we want to also try to get the efficiency to get us to the next location.
True that, true that. So considering that you work with KPMG, and I'm very tired, people, I apologize, I've been up since midnight. There's a lot of analysis, especially towards the future and consulting and everything in between. And with that future in mind, the future of EVs in SA, do you reckon it's an optimistic outlook?
I honestly think it is. If you look at the sales numbers of vehicles in 2022, it was one of the highest that we've ever seen over the past years. There's a couple of factors that came into play into why that has become the case. But I think from our view, at least going forward to 2023 and onwards, South Africa is going to adopt more electric vehicles because, again, this is the future.
And what can we potentially do to bring EV forward in South Africa? It's just more infrastructure like what Gridcars is doing, especially with this EVX expedition to Cape Town. I think that's one of the greatest things. But would you add anything else to that maybe?
Infrastructure, definitely, because again, with the low amount of vehicles that's on the road right now, the infrastructure suffices. But the moment the numbers start shooting up, we do need more chargers. So I think that's one factor. But look, I think as far as I'm concerned, the part that we need to get a handle on is really around the upfront cost. And again, you can look in the media, there's enough news articles around it. We tax these cars too much. We need to get to a point where we're realizing electric vehicles is the future. We need to accept it, but also importantly, these type of vehicles contributes positively to our economy, to our country, to the individual. So we really need to look at what does the adoption of electric mobility mean for us and the positive effects over the long term, and use that as a basis for us to decide and do the decision making, I guess.
There you go. Solid stuff right there. Dex, thank you very much for letting me hitchhike also, because this was going to be a long walk indeed. But yeah, I think we can wrap things up here. And ladies and gentlemen, please follow us for the rest of the EVX expedition to FormulaE, the E-Prix that's happening in Cape Town. But that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to search Auto Trader.
Search Auto Trader.